So I just saw the final episode of Dragon Ball Daima, and as I already knew, it was a great final episode, and definitely better than the final episode of Dragon Ball Z. Definitely the highlight of the episode for me was during the first half, where we get that awesome Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Giant Goma fight, which had awesome and colorful animation, and also when they were going underground and the backgrounds were looking like a vortex or something, it reminded me of Gogeta versus Brawly. Although definitely my favorite part of the fight, as well as my favorite part of this whole episode in general, is the scene where Goku does his big Kamehameha against Giant Goma. That was really cool to see, and I'm also looking forward to hearing how Sean Schemmel will dub it when this episode gets an English dub. Yeah, I love that scene, though also when I was watching it, I was honestly feeling like it was a missed opportunity to make Kamehameha times 10 canon. But regardless on whether or not I was wrong for thinking that, that's still a great scene, and there's also some more cool stuff going on with this episode after that too. Like how they give the other characters, apart from Goku, their time to shine. Like have Piccolo try to contribute to something. And there's also this funny scene of Majin Buu knocking out Goma's third eye with a big book, which quickly leads to Glorio stomping on Goma's third eye, thus helps to save the day. And we later have Goma and Degisu being sealed in a jar, Majin Buu becoming judge or whatever it was, and Goku and Vegeta's team saying goodbye and leaving the planet, as well as an interesting post-credit scene about all of them being in a store. And yeah, overall, today, I thought this was a very, very, very good final episode of Daima. It's definitely not my favorite episode of the show, but now that the series is over, I might make my own list of what are my favorite Dragon Ball Daima episodes, and there's a good chance that this episode would be on that list. Especially with how much I enjoyed Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Goma. Even though it probably would have been better if they had had Vegeta team up with Goku and have him go Super Saiyan 4 too, and have Goku and Vegeta fuse to make Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta canon, but oh well. Maybe we'll see another cool fusion between these two in the future, but regardless, I love this episode, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's pretty deserving of the easy 8 out of 10 score, and overall on Dragon Ball Daima in general, now that I've seen the whole series, I think that this is a great show, and it only has like a few episodes that I feel are kind of whatever. But yeah, overall, this is a great show. It's definitely not my favorite Dragon Ball series, but it could quite possibly be one of my top 3 or top 4 favorite Dragon Ball shows. And if I were to rank the show on a tier list, I would definitely put it at the A tier. And I thank the late, great Akira Toriyama for making the show, as well as making Dragon Ball happen in general. And I also thank Toei Animation for keeping Toriyama's dreams alive. With all this being said, guys, that's it. After over 4 months, my Dragon Ball Daima series is finally complete. And if any of you guys want to look back on my Dragon Ball Daima opinions, my 20 video long playlist will always be available to you guys. And in fact, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Thank you guys for watching this series of mine, and I'll still have a lot more Dragon Ball videos to come in the future. But in the meantime, bye, thanks for watching the video, and have a good weekend.